Sir Jim Ratcliffe's controversial actions at Manchester United. Manchester United rejoins race to sign Benjamin Sesko from RB Leipzig. 2 players losing Ruben Amorim's trust amid Manchester United injury crisis. Expert urges Amorim to include Chido Obi-Martin in Manchester United's plans. Manchester United is considering reigniting their pursuit of Benjamin Sesko from RB Leipzig this summer. However, with competition from Arsenal and the risk of missing out on European competitions, United may struggle to convince the Slovenian striker to move to Old Trafford. According to journalist Andy Mitten on the Talk of the Devil podcast, United previously attempted to sign Sesko last summer, but failed when he opted to extend his contract with the Bundesliga club. However, reports suggest that an unwritten agreement exists, allowing the Slovenian forward to leave Leipzig after this season in search of a new challenge. Sesko has been in impressive form, scoring 14 goals in 30 appearances this season, attracting interest from several top clubs. Arsenal is one of the teams eager to sign the 21-year-old to strengthen their attack, which could pose a significant challenge for United in this transfer battle. According to Manchester Evening News, despite United's status as one of Europe's biggest clubs, their lack of Champions League qualification could put them at a disadvantage compared to Arsenal. Sesko has already played in the Champions League this season with Leipzig and will likely want to continue competing at the highest European level. If United fails to secure a European spot for next season, convincing him to join could be difficult. However, with a squad rebuild planned under new manager Ruben Amorim, United could still present an attractive project. If the club, currently sitting 15th in the Premier League, can improve their position in the remaining games of the season, they may have a strong chance to revive their pursuit of Sesko when the summer transfer window opens. Sir Jim Ratcliffe is implementing strict cost-cutting measures at Manchester United, sparking frustration among staff and fans amid the club's severe decline on the pitch. Manchester United is undergoing a major financial restructuring under the management of Sir Jim Ratcliffe and the INEOS Group. Since taking over the club's daily operations, Ratcliffe has enforced a zero-based budgeting policy, a strict cost control model where every expense is scrutinized and cut if deemed unnecessary. Staff at Old Trafford and Carrington are feeling the pressure from these austerity measures, from counting every box of screws to avoid excess ordering to limiting office supplies, food, and employee benefits. The cost-cutting policies are being enforced rigorously. One striking example is an office supply order being denied simply because a roll of tape was not considered essential. Meal portions in the Old Trafford canteen have been reduced, and staff are no longer allowed to request extra servings. Even postal mail services have been restricted, forcing employees to rely on emails to save on envelopes and stamps. One of the most controversial moves has been the removal of company credit cards. Instead, employees must cover business expenses such as travel and client meetings out of pocket and get reimbursed at the end of the month. This has left many facing temporary financial difficulties. Even small incentives like the Steward of the Week £50 reward have been eliminated, replaced with a simple certificate. Many employees feel demotivated, believing the new policies are eroding morale within the club. Financial struggles and cost-cutting contradictions. According to The Telegraph, Manchester United has recorded pre-tax losses of £313 million over the last 3 seasons, mainly due to poor transfer decisions under the Glazers. The £155 million spent on Antony and Casemiro in 2022 is cited as a prime example of wasteful spending. INEOS is now forced to rein in expenses to comply with the Premier League's Profit and Sustainability Rules, PSR, while also preparing finances for a new £2 billion stadium project. However, the club's cost-cutting approach seems inconsistent with certain high-spending decisions. The sacking of manager Erik ten Hag just 116 days after extending his contract, only to then spend £25 million to bring in Ruben Amorim, has raised questions about the effectiveness of the budget strategy. Likewise, the dismissal of sporting director Dan Ashworth after just 5 months on the job, following nearly 6 months of negotiations and a £4.1 million compensation fee to lure him from Newcastle, has been criticized as a decision that costs more than it saves. A club employee expressed frustration to The Telegraph, stating, "Cutting pennies while burning tens of millions on poor decisions is unacceptable." Fan backlash and media ridicule. It's not just employees who are frustrated. Manchester United fans are also growing increasingly angry with Ratcliffe's policies. The club's membership fee has been set at a fixed £66, while concerns about rising season ticket prices continue to mount. The Manchester United supporters, Trust, Must, has warned of a potential full-scale revolt if the club imposes unreasonable ticket price hikes. Some of the club's cost-cutting measures have even become the subject of media ridicule. Betting company Paddy Power released a satirical advertisement mocking Ratcliffe, depicting club employees reusing tea bags 4 times, toilet paper being rationed, and the team's official scarves being shortened by 10 centimeters each year to save costs. Despite the growing discontent, the club's leadership remains firm in its stance. Ratcliffe defended his policy, stating, "If you shy away from tough decisions, nothing will ever change." Under Ineos, Manchester United is attempting to build a more sustainable financial foundation to rebuild the team. However, with widespread dissatisfaction among staff and strong opposition from fans, the question remains, can Ratcliffe truly transform the club without damaging the culture and spirit of Manchester United? With the team struggling on the pitch, sitting 15th in the Premier League and looking directionless under Ruben Amorim, the turmoil both on and off the field presents a major challenge for the club's future. Without the right adjustments in management, Manchester United could be heading toward a full-blown crisis in both finances and reputation. Laurie Whitwell believes that after making his debut, Chido Obi-Martin should be considered an attacking option for Manchester United, and training with the first team will be crucial for his development. Chido Obi-Martin, Manchester United's young prospect, made his first team debut in the 1-0 loss to Tottenham Hotspur in the Premier League on Sunday afternoon. According to journalist Laurie Whitwell of The Athletic, Obi-Martin could become an important option for manager Ruben Amorim in the future. The young striker joined Manchester United from Arsenal's academy in October after being linked with a summer move. He has been in outstanding form, scoring 12 goals in 9 matches for the U18s, including a hat-trick against Chelsea in the FA Youth Cup. His performances earned him a call-up to the senior squad. With Marcus Rashford and Antony leaving on loan during the winter transfer window, opportunities have opened up for young players at Manchester United, who currently sit 15th in the Premier League. Whitwell believes Obi-Martin could now be considered an option for Amorim, although he still needs more time training with the first team to fully integrate. Speaking on the Talk of the Devils podcast, Whitwell said, "I think he's definitely an option now. He hasn't trained much with the first team yet, so that needs to increase if Amorim wants to see him as a real option. But clearly United were very happy to sign Obi-Martin from Arsenal. He's also a United fan, which always helps." While United struggles with a lack of wingers, Antony has been thriving at Real Betis. The Brazilian has scored 3 goals for the La Liga club since making the move.